3, 4.
As you can see, I'm painting in the branches, the leaves and stuff. Just little kind of dabbing here and there. All of the colors in this green are the same color green. Every single bit of green there, painted over a layer of yellow, is the same color but with different amounts of water in it. So it's called sap green, and you can get real dark like that or very light like that. It's all just the same color with different amounts of water in it. I'm liking the background. I certainly hope that the cat turns out good because I've spent so much time on the background. Okay, I've painted in most of the background, and I'll probably paint a very, very dark green in some parts of it. But there is a method to my painting here. You notice right along here it's very, very dark compared to up here not so dark. And that is because I want the contrast of the dark part of the cat is over here and the white part of the cat is over here. So I just want a, nice contrast there. White against darker and dark cat against lighter. I'm going to start painting the cat. What I'm going to try is a little bit tricky. And I'm going to paint the dark brown sections first. I'm going to use, I don't know what it is. It's either sepia or Van Dyke brown. But the first thing I'm going to do is put wet, just water, in the areas where I want the paint to go. And I'm going to overlap it just a little bit into the foliage seen through the window. And the reason for that is I'm hoping it'll kind of give a fuzzy sort of effect that'll make it look like the cat's fur. I've done it before successfully, but it takes a few tries. So this is just water. I'm putting the water on in places where the cat has that dark brown fur, and hoping that the paint will just stay where the water is. That's the idea. Like I say, I've done it before and it's been successful technique. But sometimes I have to do it 2 or 3 times in order to get it to work. Okay. Where's that hip come around? Just like that. Then you've got the whole tail. I'm going to use 2 different browns here. I'm going to use the dark, which is a Van Dyke brown or a burnt sienna, or a sepia. I can't remember which I put out on the palette, but they're very similar. And I'm going to use a burnt sienna where there's lighter patches of brown. So it'll actually be a burnt sienna mixed with the dark Van Dyke brown. Okie dokie. I'm gonna try it. Want a nice thick brown. A lot of pigment in it. Because when you touch down, see what happens? The paint spreads out. And you'll find that you've probably missed a few places. This particular cat has a white patch on her back, and so I didn't wet that part. I didn't put water on that part, hoping that it'll just stay white. There it is. See how the paint runs like that? I just love that kind of watercolor. That it's an attribute of watercolor that you won't get on with other paint. Yes. So the dark brown doesn't go all the way to the edge of where I put the water. I'm going to put some lighter color there. But the tail is completely a dark brown. See, I get a little bit of that fuzzy effect. Not as much as I wanted, but I got some. There's some, okay. I'll take it. Now I need to put the paintbrush in my mouth and get some burnt sienna to mix with it in some places where the cat's body has a lighter brown color on it. Yeah. Oh my. I'm going to tip it. Hopefully not too much. If you tip it too much, it's going to run everywhere. Okay, let's see here. It's just not quite as much of that fuzzy effect as I wanted, but there's some, so we'll take it. We'll take that. Pull it out a little bit with some more water. I don't mind having the hard line right there at the cat's hip, like here, but I don't want the hard line anywhere else. I want a wispy watercolory line. There. Oh, that just accidentally came out right. Okay. Well, that was daring. Now, I'm going to do the same for the face, but I'm going to put a little bit of shadow in between the cat's legs and a shadow under the cat. And I'm going to let this dry before I start the face, because I know what'll happen. What'll happen is I'll somehow stick my hand in it while I'm painting. Whatever. I've painted in some of the face of the cat with the very dark Van Dyke brown. And I'm going to show you, it's partly dry, not quite dry. I'm going to show you how I get the ears to look real. I mean, on a real cat, yeah, inside the ears are pink, but there's fur that covers it. You just kind of use some water and you move that paint around so that there's no hard edges, and some of the brown color covers inside the ear. It comes out pretty cool. And you can still get the idea that the inside of the ear is pink. And yet, now I don't have enough of that. I need more pink covered right there. I'm going to have a hard line if I don't do that. See? And you get the idea that it's pink, but it's not bright pink. Okay, now I'm going to do another color. The face is kind of two-toned. So I'm going to do another color and it'll mix with the hard edges where I've already painted the dark, dark brown. As long as I get enough water in it. Not too much paint. When I have too much paint? Yes, I do. I do have too much paint. So, just have to move it around. The cat has a white patch right in the middle of her face. There. See how that Van Dyke brown is mixing with, well, the second color I have here is burnt sienna to kind of make a two-tone. It begins to mix up, kind of makes two tones on the face there. One side's mixed and the other is not yet mixed. I'm working on it. Just kind of move the paint around with the water. If you need to, you can lift some of the paint off with a paper towel. There. Oh, no, I think I'll leave it. Maybe lift off a little bit over here. Just dip the paper towel in and the paint comes up into the towel. There you go. So there we have Mr. or Miss, actually, a cat. The actual cat's a girl. Miss Two-Tone Face. Is it a cat I know? Yes, it is, actually. I forgot her name. It's not my cat. Somebody else's cat. Okay. Now there's another spot where there's a lighter color, a lighter brown, and it's below where the nose is. This is going to be hard to do. And once again, the darker brown kind of fades into the lighter color on the below the nose. Well, okay. Still has glowy, weird eyes. Now I really have to wait until that paint dries before I finish those eyes, because I'm for sure gonna mess up the wet paint. if I don't. I'm going to pull a little of the darker color out into the lighter color. You can mess around with this forever, but there's a point when you better quit. So now is that point. I better quit. Okay. Now, in between, I filled in some really dark green here. I ran out of sap green, so I had phthalo green mixed. Van Dyke brown with phthalo green, get sap green. And I kind of try to make it go in the triangle design that is the painting. Now the last thing I need to do on the painting is fix the eyes. And I have left catch lights in the eyes, so we'll see how this works. I'm doing a little black pupil in there with a pen. Because it's easier to handle and it doesn't run and it won't Trying to leave that little catch light in. There, that one's pretty good. There it is. Okay, painting is done. Don't forget to leave me a like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.